Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're going to do a card using the Give It a Whirl dies, which I was showing you the other day. And we're going to make it a sea scene with the little fishes from Seascape, because I thought that that would be quite fun. So if you missed this, the Give It a Whirl dies are in the annual catalogue and they are something that you might have missed. I will give a link down to it below so you know exactly where to get it, but it allows you to make a spinner card, and these dies have all sorts of lovely shapes. So you can do a spinner card with a circle, with a heart, and with what we were doing yesterday, which was the basic sort of instructions of how to put it together. We were doing it with, and I've still got that one out, with a half circle as well. So you can do 3 different shapes of spinner cards. Today we're going to do a circle, and we're going to use this one to give us a frame. So let me show you what I've already done. You need this part, and you die cut that out like that. So straight through your die cutting machine, cuts it out like that, and it gives you a little hole in the center. Then you can take your die, which we're using the circle for this one, and you line that little hole here. You line that hole up with this hole like that, and then you run it through your die cutting machine again, so that you have both of the holes and you have your circle exactly where you want it. Now this time I put the circle at the top. You can have the circle anywhere you want round here, but I want it at the top. Then I chose the little, this one, which has got the lovely little floral piece on here, which gives the border. And that one is, I've done it in white, is going to go straight on over the top, and it will cover it up. So I'm going to have to put it on with dimensionals because it will cover up the little hole. So if you don't want the hole to show, it's a good way of covering it up. So those are the pieces that we want. Then we cut out the big wheel, and that cuts straight out of there. Again, gives you a little circle in the center. And that will then be attached with a brad behind. That then sticks out of there. That gives you your piece to be able to spin it round. So we're going to work on this piece to start off with. And I'm taking the Seascape because I really rather like the Seascape. And we are going to use this large, I haven't even used this one yet, but we're going to use the large coral, and we'll have that piece down in on here. So let me just get, I've die cut out some little fishes because in the die set you have the little fishes. So that is in the Seascape, which is a bundle. So you get the stamp set, and then you get the coordinating dies, which are these ones. And the coordinating dies in here give you, which are absolutely lovely, my favourite, they give you this beautiful seahorse, they give you a koi carp goldfish, they give you these 2 little fishes here, and they give you some coral. So nice dies, and I thought that we used the seahorse the other day, so we're going to use the little fishes today, and so we're going to use this large piece of coral. So I need to, I've just got a block that will work with that, so let me just put that in on here, and I'm going to do this coral in, what colour am I going to do it in? I think I'm going to do it in, I'm going to have it in soft succulent. So, you know, coral can be sort of any colour you want underneath. It comes in all sorts of different colours, and this is going to be more sort of the sort of floaty green seaweedy type one. So, oh, I hope I haven't got that too much over the edge. I don't think I have. So I'm going to put this down here in on the bottom so that it comes in just like this. Oh yes, that's pretty. And then we'll have, let me just get my Simply Chamois to clean that piece up. And the reason I'm using it in the soft succulent is because the background to this is going to be in the soft succulent. So I want to, just got that round the edge. It was a little bit near. So I'm just cleaning that piece up off of there. Okay, so we can put this piece back. And then I'm going to have, I think I'm going to have the other sort of greeny corally piece, or the green sort of seaweedy piece as well, because I think that's quite nice. So we'll put that one on. That one can go on this block, and we're going to do that in the green as well. And then that can go in. Let's just put that down in on that side. I'm doing it slightly off because I don't want to have to do, whoops, a bottom, but I want those pieces to just come down in on the bottom there like that. Okay, then we've got our little fish that we can have swimming about, and these ones I really rather like, so we'll have some of those, and we'll put those in. Just get that back in. So these little fish we're going to have, where should we have these little fish? I think we're going to have them sort of up at the, I might be able to have some at the bottom and some at the top. Now I want to do these in, I've got that in Calypso Coral, so let me find Calypso Coral. I say I should get my stamps out, but I sort of think on the hoof as I'm going quite often. So let's put this is the Calypso Coral. It's a little bit wet but juicy. Hopefully that'll be all right. So I'm going to have some fish just swimming down on the bottom here, I think. There we go. We'll have those swimming on the bottom there, and then we'll maybe have some just swimming on the top here. There we go, just going in the top. I love the sort of the brightness of fish that you see underneath the sea. So that will do on that. We're going to put some of the die cuts in there as well. But let's start putting some of these pieces on. So we're going to have this running through on here, but I can't put that on until I've done the other parts. So we've got this to come in here. We need to take a little brad, and this time I'm going to take one of the square ones. So we've got square ones and we've got round ones. So the square one's going to go in here, and then you can die cut the so you can get where you're, what am I trying to say? If we take this on here, okay, so we'll take this as it was in here. So that's as it comes in on the die, and we're going to put it down like that. And then because we want it level, we are going to put, I need a pencil. Let me, right, give me 2 seconds because I just need to find a pencil. So, here we go. So we need a little pencil and then we need a rubber. So if we very easily from there just run the pencil round on each one of these, whoops, that wasn't quite straight. but we'll rub it out afterwards. Okay, so that shows us the space that we've got. Now we're doing it with a circle. So what we need to do is we need to look through and see. So if we do that on there, that's going to come in the center of the circle. So that's not going to really work like that, is it? Because that will work for the, if we were doing the wedge to get it exactly right. So that's not going to work on that. So let's take that off a minute. And good thing about pencil is it rubs off easily. So let's take the circle part, and it's going to come in like this, and we're going to have the fish in the center. So I can actually put it together because I'm not going to put words and things. If you were putting words, what you would do is you would draw your circle in on here with the pencil. So you've got your little hole in the center, draw yourself your circle, and then you can make sure that they are in exactly the right angle. This, it won't matter because we're just going to put little fishes in. So I'm trying to keep this fairly simple. Right, so let's take our square brad. We're going to put it through here. So it comes through the center. It's going to come through the center of this one, like this. And again, you don't want to have it too tight. So if you just, and some people have turned around and said, and I don't know whether it'll work, we can have a little look. So some people have said the little piece that's cut out from the center, if we take a, and to be quite honest, I don't think it'll make too much of a difference, but we can have a little go. So I'm going to eyeball it in the center, and just, we want to have it with the smallest hole, don't we? So little hole just straight in the center. You have to excuse the noise. My little dog is trying to find something in her toy basket, and she's obviously seen something she likes. So we can put this in over the top, and then we can put this down in on here like that, and that just gives it a little bit more room in on there, I think. I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference because the one we did the other day, it didn't. But that's got our little circular part in on here. Now I've got a piece of soft succulent and I've cut this 1/4 inch wider, so that's going to sit in on the center like this. But I need to do exactly as we did before. You take the strips, which are the foam adhesive strips, and again I will put a link to those, and we take those and we're going to put one in along the bottom like this. So very simply just cut it down, and I tend to do it with scissors because that's the easiest way that it'll work. So we have a piece on the bottom, and one strip is perfect. You don't need any more than one strip. And then the second piece is going to run right the way down here, making sure you don't get it too near to your wheel, because otherwise your wheel won't turn very easily. So that one down on there, and then just take that off like that. So that's that one. And then, oops, no, I didn't get that stuck on the right way, did I? It needs to go on this way. Thought I had it sideways. Right, put that in like that on there. And then these two pieces we can have in thirds. So we'll have one piece this way, one piece on the other side, like that, and then this piece can go in on the middle like that. Okay, then all we've got to do is to pull these pieces off, which they're relatively easy to do if you've got good fingers. So let me just take this little one. Whoops. It says me, as soon as I say if you've got good fingers, then it's not going to work, but they do come off relatively easy. As I say, my fingers don't always work particularly well, but let's see if we can try and take it that way. That's got a little bit. Right, let's see if I can get this one to come up. And take that one off, and then we've just got this one here. So it's a bit like getting the adhesive off or the stickers off the dimensionals. Sometimes they come off easily and sometimes you have to fiddle with them a bit. Okay, so this can go straight down onto here now. So we're just going to line it up so that we have the right space on there. So that's got all of those in like that. And then you can see on here, that turns around quite nicely. We've got this little piece on here, which we're going to put this in over the top. Now, I'm going to have to use, and I might be able to use this as well. I'm just having a look to see. It might be a little thick. Let me have a look and see how wide it comes. I think that'll work. We'll just take a little piece of this because we don't want a huge amount. So while I've got it out, I might as well use it. So we'll have, because it's quite narrow, which is quite good. So we'll take little pieces of this and just put it round. Make sure that it doesn't come over the top of the edge so that it pokes through. Have a look on the other side and see. No, it's not poking through, which is good. So let's put this down in here that way. And again, we want to make sure that it doesn't come on the other side. And then we'll have one in just like this down on this side. And the good thing about this is that you can bend it a little bit, so you can bend it to go in round on the corners. I think that's probably going to be enough because I just want it to go, yes, because then I can have a little bit of glue on the other bit. So we'll keep that piece for another time. Take this off of here, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, if I can get these pieces off. Terribly painful getting these off today. They're really not wanting to come off. Let's take my pokey tool and see if I can get them off this way. Is it going to come off? There we go. And then the smaller bits, they're even more difficult to get off, but they do make it worthwhile if you can get your fingers to work to pull them off. Right, let's try it on this one. Right, that's got that little tiny piece up, and then we'll just do the last one. So as I say, your pokey tool can be your best friend sometimes for getting little pieces like this off. So just take them up, and then I'm going to put just to go in on the top of here, I'm going to put just a little bit of wet glue on there. I don't know whether it'll stick very well, but it might just give, if we want that little piece to just adhere down, it might just go over the top of it. So we'll cover up that piece there, and then we just need to tuck it down in on here with our dimensionals. So you've got that just sticks up a little bit, and as I say, it's just over where that that goes, but that's fine because it doesn't catch on the thing. So we've got our little, I might need to put just another little bit of dimensional in on that corner there because that's just sticking up a little bit. So let's see if I can get one of those under. Take that little piece off, and I'm going to take this side off first. So let's just take the top of that off. There we go. And I should, if I just take it with a scissor, come on, stick onto that bit. There we go. So I'm just going to tuck that in on here because we just want that piece in on that edge. There we go, that's better. So that sticks down nicely on there. That's part of our wheel. Now we've got to decorate it. So I've got all of these little fish on here, which I thought would be quite fun. So we need to, the fish go in different directions. So we need 3 that go in the same direction. So let's have the, I think we'll have the bigger ones, and we'll have one. I could put it up with dimensionals, but I'm not going to because I think that the window almost looks like a little porthole. So, you know, you could do it with the little dots on it like the porthole and looking through and seeing the fish. But I'm not going to do that on this one, I don't think. So we'll have one just in the centre like that. Okay, and then we're going to spin him around. Make sure he goes in underneath like that. And we want him around to there. And then we can have, so we had blue, and then we'll have the orange. And we'll put that one in on the centre. Like that. And again, just move him in so that he goes in underneath. And then let's find it between the 2 of them. So we've got that one there. So we'll have that one in on the centre, and we'll have the other green one here. I quite like spinner cards. I think they're quite fun. I've never really tried to do one before. But with these dies, they're really quite simple, and they're great fun to do for, you know, people. Okay, so let's try this. So we've got 3 different types. Just make sure he's just catching where he needs to be glued down. That one's fine. That's just a little bit. I just need to take this piece up just a tad because it's just, that's better. So taking it round, that just catches on there. So let me see if I can I just need to ease this piece up just a little bit. So just in on here, and I think it's where the dimensionals on there are just sticking a little bit. So that's better. Now let's see if they'll go around. That's perfect. So you've got your little fishes swimming around, which are rather good, different colours. So what shall we keep it with, a green one, or I think we'll have the blue one. And then I've got these little fishes that we can put down in on, if I can pick them up. So we'll put these down so that they're swimming in and about the, so we can have one there. We can have one in on maybe up there, and we can have this green one in sort of down there. Probably could have that one there, couldn't we? And that one there, that's better. So we'll have the 3 different fish swimming along the bottom, and then the only thing I need to do is to add some bubbles, and I wonder if I can do those now I've put the card together, because I should have probably put those in beforehand. So I'm just going to put these ones in like this. I do like these fish. I think they make nice bright cards, for you know, whoops, didn't stick my orange one in, for masculine as well as feminine cards. You know, we don't have enough cards that are, we have so many florals that are perfect, but they don't work that well for men, whereas this I think works beautifully. So all we need to do is to put a couple of bubbles, and I'm just hoping that we've got these lovely bubbles on here, so I'm just going to put these, let's take that one in on here, and the bubbles need to be in the blue, don't they? So I need to get a, let's grab a Coastal Cabana, sorry, Pacific Point. So that was the one from the top, so we're just going to grab one of these, and let me put that in like that, and I'm hoping I should be able to just get it like that. Oh yes, that works there. Let's see if I can grab another one and just put it up here. I'm going to turn them that way. There. Perfect. That's worked really well. I quite like that. And as I say, I might put, just to make it sort of like a little porthole under the sea, I might just put some little gold studs round there, so that it looks as if it's a porthole looking down into the sea, which you might do. So you've got these, as I say, these lovely fish that are swimming away round into the sea. And you know, you could actually put it just like that. You could almost put 4 in on here because they're quite small, but that works fine, doesn't it? I'm going to have it with the green one at the top, or the blue one? The blue one, I think. Or I might have it with just 2. But I think that that works really well, and I love it with that centre sort of porthole piece. But it just shows that you can do so many different things with this card. I would put a sentiment in here, and I will add that at some point, because there's lots of, I can't remember which one. In fact, this one has the die we've just been using, which, let me grab the, what have I done with the dies? I've got them somewhere, haven't I? Here we go. The Give It a Whirl has this lovely little word die. So I just need to find something, and then I can put just a little sentiment in on there, which I will probably do before I finish it and send it. But I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, I'm really quite impressed with these, what are they called? Give It a Whirl. Give It a Whirl die. Because they do make the most sweet spinner cards. And so simple. You know, you don't need anything very intricate at all, and it just gives you this lovely spin. So, thank you so much, as always, for watching me. Please stay safe, please stay well, and please be kind. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.